Hey, world history students. Today's lab is going to focus on the issue of the global slave trade. Now, I know the slave trade is something that you probably have some experience with. You looked at it in U.S. History 1 to a significant degree. That focused more on the transatlantic slave trade, which is a big part of this. But here in world history, we want to pursue it from the context of its origins in Africa and how it expanded from there. We want to look at different dimensions of the global slave trade. We want to look at the economic causes and consequences. We want to talk about the human experience, as well as a variety of other factors. So hopefully you have a more varied sense of what this all included, this very dramatic, consequential period in human history. So, this lab will walk you through several areas. It'll talk about how Europeans first arrive and begin to interact with Africa as a continent. It'll talk about the global slave trade, particularly as an economic phenomenon, but also talk about the moral and ethical and transformative effects of that. We also want you to have kind of a deep understanding of how the slave trade wove its way in to other economic and social systems. And then finally, we want you to kind of develop a greater sense of life as an enslaved person, which is obviously the huge moral part of the slave trade and its effect on human history. So we have a number of clips and resources for you to look at so you can better understand the experience of the enslaved person. With that, progress through this lab just like you would in others, and be sure to answer all the questions as they appear.